Hey guys, this is Riley, and welcome back to The Last Door. We're going to keep going till we get this done. So, let's go. And remember to like and subscribe. Thank you. Forgot. This Captain Skid. Dever, are you certain that he can guide us safely through the fog? His results are extraordinary, Anthony. It is the best chance we have to avoid the gaze of the custodian. There can be no doubt that the captain survived an encounter before he even kept a companion from harm. We will finally see what lies hidden beyond the curtain. It is time. Damn. I'm so fucking confused. Where's this go? Goes back out here. Okay. Where does this go then? A bird. Just the Abbey. Maybe. Huge statue of a mythical beast. It is a bird with the head of a lion. Head of a wolf. Or is it a lion? Yeah, it's a griffin. Big griffin boy. The inscription reads 30 birds. Okay. Cool. Up we go, I guess. Up we go. What are you? An enormous black feather. Oh, good lord. Despite its size, it's weightless or something. I didn't read that part. It is extraordinarily lightweight. Okay. The summit rises above the fog, though all I see is fog and an endless ocean of clouds. Okay. Thank you for the feather. What's that noise? Something's out there. It's getting close. It's gonna be a giant fucking bird. Never mind. It's just this shit on a bird. Is that bird, like the Smurg, if that's what it's called? Is it the custodian that they're talking about? It's two of them, three of them. Is he asleep? He is now. It's been so long I had begun to lose hope that he would ever awaken. We were able to speak with him. Anthony, David has forgotten everything. Everything. Good heavens. It may be for the best. Our research is likely to take some time. If he truly has amnesia, his condition will protect him until we are ready. But should we fail, remember what happened to Hugo. Ashdown entered the Vale in full knowledge of what might happen. And we will succeed where Wright failed. We will use the serum to induce primal terror in a controlled environment. In one stroke we shall overcome all of our obstacles. But when the time comes, we must have a means of guiding our dear friend back to us. There he will be safe. There's something on the ground near where the masked person was kneeling. is a fragment of a broken mask. That's all of them. An eyeless mask, it is similar to the one that I found in Alexander's safe house in London. The mask is eyeless, I cannot see a thing. So that's why we must go here. And we put it on here, I take it. A man is standing next to the open curtain. Welcome, Dr. Wakefield. Alexander Dupre? Yes, I have been waiting for you. We all have. How did I get here? I was in that pit when suddenly I found David, but he disappeared. I journeyed through the fog and found myself here, but how is this possible? Ailish Moore. I do not know the name. Many paths in our world lead to this place, Dr. Wakefield, and I know only a few. In some of Zalathel's mirrors, you see the truth leaking into our world. And in others, you see yourself. I knew you would reach us at last. He was certain of it. He, the first founder of the Order, the Artifacts. Do you not yet know his name? Hugo? Do you mean that, Mr. Nat? No, Hugo came here long before the rest of us, but he made a terrible mistake. He peered into his own truth, and he was transformed. Was it David? Truth can be hard to accept. Yes, Jeremiah gathered us all under the same rule. See that no one knows. We knew of the final truth which lay beyond the threshold. This is what the playwright was committed to finding. This was Jeremiah's obsession. The first language was said to grant the power of creation. After our experiments at school, we realized that the path of the Ancient Ones was watched by a fearsome guardian. We needed a way to circumvent the inexorable gaze of the bird. I found Captain Skid, who had met the bird and lived. We decided to use him in a test. It was a catastrophe. We eventually found the survivors, but their memories were incomplete. Jeremiah had fared the worst. He had been left devoid of any memories that were related to our efforts. We were desperate to find a solution. Hugo tried and failed, and then Anthony and I miraculously came across a formula that had lain forgotten for centuries. Damn. So as Jeremiah, trying to find Anthony and stuff, trying to solve the mystery, we were the person that orchestrated it all, basically. And brought everyone together. Damn. At last it was time to bring Jeremiah back into our ranks. That was nearly a disaster as well. I did not anticipate Anthony's sudden madness, or the extent of Father Ernest's decline. Mercifully, Jeremiah's life was spared. But something else was wrong. Something else was wrong. When Jeremiah reached me, he did not remember everything. He had changed. He told me that he was going to put an end to all of this. He still means to acquire the first language, but he wants to use it to ruin our work. So I'm forgetting his memory he wanted to stop it all. That's why they were saying we won't let him stop us at the start of this episode. He has already crossed the threshold. Once he learns the final truth, none of this will ever have existed. The Order, the door, or ourselves. You must stop him, Doctor. You must stop him before the curtain closes forever. Sure. Death's Fate. Wakefield's Journey. Once more I found myself enshrouded in dense fog. Gradually, the fog dissipated, revealing a busy street in London. Dizzy and exhausted, I wandered streets until at last I returned home. I barely recognized it. I crossed the dusty threshold like an intruder. I noticed for the first time that I was holding the robe of the playwright in my hand. I kindled a fire and threw the robe into the flames. As I watched it burn, I remembered the black ocean. I had stood there on the beach, staring up at the terrifying heights of the vertiginous mountain Kaf, where the verb is said to lie. Then someone touched my arm. It was Dr. Wakefield. Our encounter on the endless dunes had not been an illusion. In his quest to find me, he had ventured into the veil itself. He said nothing, but it was not necessary. He had come to take my place, to sacrifice himself. He had stayed behind and closed the door after giving me the chance to escape. His reasons I will never know. His reasons I will never know. So is that the final, choice? You either sacrifice yourself to save Devitt, or you just leave Devitt to his own devices in the fucking veil. I do not know what happened to Alexander and the others, but I fear that they are trapped in Zailetel for all time. I stared at the endless rain splattering against the window, and I remembered that I had something else to do. Oh, good lord. No way, is it gonna start over? A last promise to keep? He's gonna say the thing at the start that he has to go find his, Anthony. Videtna quis yet. Damn. He kept to his own code. Is it see no one knows? I can't remember. Or see that no one knows? I can't remember. That last episode was... Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. The first season was... It's a very slow game. It's not for everyone, obviously. I loved it, because it's my kind of game. The point-and-click adventure type of game, but it also had little bits of horror. But that last episode didn't even feel like much. It was just a giant bit of storytelling to lead up to tell you that Devitt did everything, and then a final choice at the end. Thank you. Okay. The mask is eyeless. I cannot see a thing. Huh? Did my game break? Okay. I went to the wrong thing. Let us start with this. I'm probably not doing this in the right order, because I could have probably done this after finishing the first season, but it said like the story continues into the second. Here I have the police and I have the police and medical records. The latter is still blank. According to the police, the deceased name is Father Ernest Glynn. The man immolated himself. So Father Glynn was the guy... Where was he? Was it in the mental hospital, like the asylum or whatever? Unless that was a different spot, because it was the guy that was whipping himself and praying. Okay. Is he here? Or is this something else? Oh. Great. Oh, he's under the cover. We will see if the police report is right. Good lord, what a mess. The skin is all scorched. Cause of death is probably shock caused by the sudden burns. A horrible way of passing. What could lead a man of God to commit such an act? All that remains is to file the medical report so he can receive the proper treatment a fine gentleman deserves. Nothing else to do here. I should file a medical report. This case still puzzles me. If he wanted to commit suicide, why did he do it in such a painful manner? Right! Because he lit himself on fire afterwards. Jesus. Did he? Wait. I'm so confused because I remember someone lighting themselves on fire in front of me. But I was so sure we had to sneak into his room to get something afterwards. Unless he... Oh, because he comes into the room. We go through the level and get to a place, and then he comes in and starts talking about how he remembers us. And then we have a conversation with him, and then he, like, lights himself on fire and dies. Obviously, fucking dies. Was he drugged or intoxicated? I should check his stomach for signs of poisoning. Nurse? Scalpel. Alright, the stomach looks fine on the outside. Now I should cut it open to check its insides. Yoink. Okay, no, it's still a scalpel. Lovely. What is this? There's something strange in here. It looks like a piece of paper. Fucking hell. I need something to keep the stomach open while I extract things. Give me the pincers. It is a note. Ernest Glynn, Jeremiah Devitt, Alexander Dupre, and Hugo Ashdown. And Hugo's rubbed, well, crossed out. So why is... Oh, that was fast as fuck. So that's what these are gonna be. Just, like, quick one-offs. After being certified of your guilt by a peer jury, we find you guilty of the wicked and violent murders of 14 innocent and sick people. Goddamn. Because of this sentence, I am hereby authorizing to execute you at this very moment by hanging to death in the sight of God. Would you like to make a final statement before we proceed? Why will you say that I am mad? You should have seen how mercifully I proceeded. I saved them, I released them, now they are in a better place. Do you still believe I am mad? Jesus. Okay, well, I don't think I need to play those then. I'll play them on my own time. But yeah, this has been The Last Door. Yeah, this has been Last Door. I love this game. Like I said, the last episode I think they just added that stuff to make it longer than just putting the part at the end where they were like, hey, Dev's the true rule, like the true leader, and he's gonna do all this shit. Pick if you want to save him or not. Done. And they wanted to give backstory and everything, which I understand, but they paced the last the last episode horribly. But other than that, the game, I loved the game. It was very, very my type of game. The art style, the gameplay itself, it was just all perfect. These little extra little things are pretty cool as well. I'll do them on my own time. But those two first ones are awesome. Because it's, because with the Morgue one, did he eat the paper? Because I can't remember. Because it's not like people are going around killing them all. Unless that they are, because Hugo... Did Hugo die? Then Ernest killed himself, Anthony killed himself, and there was Alexander, who was at the border of the Vale. Oh no, he was in the Vale. He was at the border of the what's the other one? I guess the final curtain. I guess. Yeah. Alrighty. Thank you all for watching. This has been The Last Door. Remember to like and subscribe, all of that jazz. See you next time.